really can't imagine anyone playing one arcade cabinet. Technically, you can save. The Gauntlet Legacy arcade cabinet had a saving feature based on your initials. So you could save your progress and come back another day, but like, you would have to play so much fucking Gauntlet on the exact same machine. There's no way anyone ever beat that game in an arcade. But yeah, it's really long, right? I don't know if you've done any grinding or not. I spent a lot of time grinding to max level in Gauntlet. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did that, but I did do that. So your playthrough might be a little shorter than mine, but it's a pretty long game. So let's see, we are on mission 10 out of 20, or 20, mission 10 out of 19. So, working on it. Yeah, I gave it a 3 out of 5 in the end. It's kind of good. If it were, like, shorter, you know? Like, by the end of it, you're like, good lord, please end. But I don't necessarily hate it. Like, it's repetitive, but I do kind of like that you just mash through, like, massive hordes of dudes. That's kind of appealing for an amount of time. Oh yeah, to answer your question, Ludicrous, by the way. Yeah, this is the mission that I failed in like 3 seconds. So far the average Xbox game is like a full hour or two longer. I don't know if that statistic is gonna hold, but so far Xbox games are longer, and I think I do expect them to be longer on average. There's a lot more fighting games which are going to be short, but there's also like Western RPGs and like military tactical FPSs that are going to take absolutely forever. So
final rush. Go, go. Shot, center mass. Down hard. Contact bears 360. Tactical column. Weapons outboard. Shot. He's down.
oh shit, I got sniped by something. Well, there goes that.
Target at one low. Squad leaders, maneuver on your own.
That bridge is a vital enemy troop support asset. Rig the charges and drop it into the water.
This guy is nearly dead already. Yeah, a lot of the thing about the GameCube, like it's not really a super reliable statistic, because yeah, we played all of those kids games, all of those like kids movie games on GameCube, and they are on Xbox as well, but we already played them on the Cube, so I'm not going to play them again. So it just kind of ends up being that the average GameCube game seems shorter, but I don't know whether or not it actually is.
Move by bounds, fire and maneuver. Move by bounds, fire team rushes.
Get those natural charges onto the tangent.
Hostiles forward, they're moving.
Muscle up. We're waiting for the charges. Get those charges rigged and placed. Priority target.
There weren't really a lot of long JRPGs on the GameCube. It's a complicated question. I don't know, but the only way to find out is to find out. Once we're done, I can get the actual, like, we can get the actual data, because I can just find every multi-plat game and then double count it if I want to, like, actually, like, if I want to actually know. I wonder what that red... The green arrow is telling me to place the first charge. I think we've moved up way too far. I was supposed to place the first charge back here. Yeah, there's not really a lot of them. Bot and Kaitos, both those games are kind of long, and Phantasy Star Online is kind of long. Aside from that, it never gets too bad.
Get those charges rigged and placed.
Fire team rushes. Go.
Pokemon XD was short.
Nowhere to go that isn't covered by fire.
Pokemon XD was short. Pokemon Coliseum was short. You know, they're RPGs, but I think Pokemon... I think XD was like 7 or 8 hours or something. It's really not bad at all. Skies of Arcadia is kind of long.
Squad leaders, maneuver on your own. Stay low. Shoot.
Tales of Symphonia, but like Skies of Arcadia and Tales of Symphonia, those were both in like the 30s range.
Get those charges rigged and placed.
So really not bad, again.
The open. Watch the point for hand signals.
Like in the grand scheme of an RPG, I don't think the 30s are that bad.
Target at 9 low.
Like looking at just looking at the PMC trilogy document or whatever,
Ammo is rigged. Clear the area in a hurry. Hostile troops inbound.
you know, if you look at that, he's already playing, like his top 10 longest games are already longer than most GameCube games. And he's not been at it for too long. I don't know, I only did top 3. I could change it to top 10 if I ever wanted to know. But my number 3 longest GameCube game is Gladius at 35. And I feel like that's just not... Like, if your third longest game on the whole console is only 35 hours, that's like, alright. That's not so bad then. Meanwhile, the Xbox has stuff like Amped, which is just like, surprise motherfucker, here's a 22-hour long snowboarding game.
Enemy forces attacked a civilian heliport.
Honestly, 22 hours, and I'm pretty proud of how fast I beat that. It could be worse.
Chinese forces destroy enemy tanks in heroic
I gotta
fighting.
see, there were other people doing Xbox challenges, but I've lost their names. Like, I don't remember who they were anymore.
People are now cut off from contact.
But I do remember finding a guy's spreadsheet where Amped took him 40. I wonder if he's still at it. I wonder if he's still playing Xbox games.
As of this moment, we no longer defend, we attack. I am committing all remaining assets in your support. The immediate mission is to reinforce...
What made Amped so long is that, first of all, you had to 100% it to beat it. Secondly, it was ridiculously hard. It had a ton of goals, and some of the goals were just really, really hard. And I spent like literally hours grinding resets on them. Amped is for serious snowboarders only.
When you see the enemy destroy the people's only escape route, You understand why we have to fight. We have an enemy mechanized infantry unit holding on the high ground. On order, you will conduct an amphibious assault. Fight your way
Yeah,
up
right,
to
ID.
the
I was thinking,
All hostile
I don't
positions
think
and
we're gonna
assets
do this,
will
but at
be
one point I
destroyed.
was considering,
The high
like,
ground is a critical
now that we're onto the
overwatch position.
Xbox, like, Sports Trash Sunday or something, and we just, like, every week we have one day dedicated to playing through, like, 3 sports games. The thing is, like, so I've been watching a lot of people recently, and what a lot of people do... Damn, we've got, like, fake D-Day happening here. What a lot of people do for the sports games is they... Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what to do. They win a game rather than win the whole season. So instead of playing through the whole season mode, they just do, like, you know, like, I have now won a game of football. It took 25 minutes, and now we're done. I don't think I was supposed to get off the boat. Okay, I'm definitely supposed to get off the boat. But, like, I don't know. I always felt like that was a bit of a cop-out, where it's like, shouldn't you play the whole game if the game has a story mode? Like, it's a little bit of a compromise that comes from knowing that the sports games are not interesting. And if they're not interesting, then just don't play them. I don't know. So I don't really, I ended up not playing any sports games at all. But there are options. Yeah, that stupid grind on the house mission is... Right, that one was awful. There was like a house you had to grind on the top of, and it was just like totally busted. Didn't work right at all. Oh my god, there's an entire army next to me. Where are these people coming from? Tank is aiming at me. Zaryaku's a 500% run. Yo, what's up? Thanks, the Randalorian. Yeah, so I'm a little bit busy right now. I'm a little bit busy right now. I'm actually, like, frantically derusting something for S2DQ submissions, which end in a couple days. So that's sort of where my speedrun time is right now. But I would like to do... We've talked a lot about it. Gaiden and 3 seem like the most promising. I think Yakuza 3 and Gaiden are most likely the ones to happen. Yeah, the response to that Hundo run has been insane. Zero is definitely interesting as well, but... Oh, sorry, I totally misread your question. You asked, are there any others? Yes, there are. Other people have done 0, Kiwami 1, and I think that's it. But Grumpy Gamer Gray did 0 and Kiwami 1. Sorry, I thought you were asking if I was planning any others. I'm like, maybe. I am, like, the thing about Zero is kind of interesting, but I don't I don't know how to speedrun at any %, which kind of makes it hard for me to want to commit to doing it 100. But Zero is interesting to me for sure, to see how much we can improve that maybe. And like, it is also the one that's most similar to 5. And I love 5, what can I say? And yeah, I do have world record for Yakuza 3, any %, and that's on the remaster, so I am pretty decent at Yakuza 3. I'm not super worried about it. I think there's like some content in there that like I don't really want to do, and that's what's holding me back. Like, you have to learn how to play Mahjong. I don't want to play Mahjong. Yeah, Zero. So the thing about it, the game is similar to 5, but the completion system has been changed for Zero. So in 5, it tends to be you have to get everything. You know, get every unique thing from the UFO catcher, or do every unique heat action, stuff like that. Zero changes it. You don't have to do every unique heat action. You don't have to get everything out of the UFO catcher anymore. It changes the requirements to be like, get 20 unique prizes, or, you know, get 20 prizes total from UFO catchers, which, I don't know, man. I just like getting everything. Why does it have to be 20 total? Oh, hey, he's here. Yeah, there's the guy who has done the run. I think as far as like completion list stuff, 3 and 4 actually are designed most similarly to 5 as far as like having to do literally everything. But honestly, having spent some time looking at all of the games, because I really do want to do another 100% run, just because the first one was so popular, so I want to do more. But I've spent some time looking at it, and I straight up think that 5 is like the best one. Like, I think that 5 is the game that I will find the most fun and interesting to do 100% of. Aw, shit. The second I hop out of the tank, these guys appear. I think... I think Gray's runs are on YouTube. I think maybe not his like Kiwami run or something. I was looking a little while ago at this. I think as well, what's his name? I think Tampa might have done a K1 100% run anyway, and I think that's on YouTube.
Concentrate on our area. Cannot move. Keep moving. Do not stop.
One objective down. 5 remaining. Continue the
Dude, there was just a guy in a blind spot where I couldn't get him, who just shotgunned me to death. So annoying.
Get aboard the tank.
enemy target left flank.
Trapped by enemy fire.
Enemy attack. Direct front.
Cannot move.
2 objectives down. 4 remaining. Push on.
Oh shit. They're coming up the stairs at me. This seems hard. This mission seems hard. Yeah, it's like the 5 run.
Left quarter.
The 5 run did take over my life while I was working on it. I spent a lot of time working on that. It was not easy. And doing multiple runs and stuff.
Enemy target at 12 o'clock. Enemy forces moving to the front. Cannot move under this fire.
I think they're just infinitely spawning here. I think we're just getting infinite guys.
Target at 6 o'clock.
These NATO pigs.
All gunners, fire when you see the target.
Come on, come on, come on. Okay, placed. I can die now.
Remaining. Right quarter.
Oh, they're up here. I thought that was my guy. Are we just out of guys?
All systems functional. We are combat. Enemy target to the rear. Incoming fire has us immobilized.
Even be capable of a sub 40 RTA. One sitting would never happen.
We are the reinforcing unit.
I couldn't.
Ready to assume
The longest stream I've ever done was 26.5 hours. I'm pretty sure I'm no longer capable of doing that.
enemy target to the rear.
Where's the stairs to get up to this thing? It's probably this.
All sectors covered by enemy fire. Cannot maneuver. Enemy fire concentrated on our area. Cannot move.
I was thinking about, for if we did Gaiden, because I straight up think Gaiden is going to be like 15 hours long to do 100%. I think Gaiden's going to be pretty short. There is some real potential that I try to make Gaiden happen in one sitting.
Four objectives down. 2 remaining. Get Demo in there.
Enemy fire concentrated on our area. Cannot move.
Yeah, they're long, Randall. I would at some point, it's like 7.5-ish hours into the VOD, I say. There's no way in hell anyone is watching this still. This run is too long. And shockingly, a number of people replied in the comments saying, hey, I'm still watching this at like the 7.5-hour mark. It's right around there. I was like, damn. Like, it's one thing for me to sit there and do the run, and it's another thing to watch me do the run live as it's happening. But I don't think I have the patience to sit through a video that long. It definitely helps that you can skip parts when you're watching it back, not live. So when you get to the part where I say, alright everyone, I'm just gonna stand here and menu through all of Haruka's minigames for the next 2 hours, you can just skip ahead 2 hours in the VOD. That's good. That's the good shit. Dude, why are stairs like this? What? Stairs in this game are kind of like buggy. Oh, everything's kind of buggy. How did I even get the tank back here if I can't get it out? Yeah, you just straight up don't have to watch Coliseum. That's like huge. Huge for the viewability experience. Wow, I just suicided that tank by having it shoot itself. Didn't know a tank could do that.
Enemy target, right flank.
This tank is parked backwards, by the way, so I'm just driving it backwards because it's easier than turning it around. All the controls are reversed. That's fine. I don't need reasonable controls. The Coliseum is most certainly not the best part.
We are halted by enemy fire.
All objectives down. Commence retrograde.
Charge them! We are halted by enemy fire.
Dude, the tank immediately started driving away without me. Alright, I did it. Somehow I did it. I feel like everyone died.
Your courage and aggression have paid big dividends. We denied the enemy a vital
A
asset.
popular Netflix documentary. Gimme the TLDR. I happen to be a producer at Netflix, actually. And if the pitch is good, then I'll greenlight the documentary. Alright, we got a knife. Exciting. Having already unlocked all the guns, now they're just giving me a knife.
NATO forces assaulted at vital beachhead. Heavy combat continues in coastal areas. Chinese commandos stage desperate assault on vital oil refinery.
Now that one hurt.
I remember,
We're now on a tactical pause.
I mean, it's crazy to me that they're still at it, because I remember like maybe 5 or 6 years ago
The battle area will continue.
reading something about like,
Push on crucial strategic areas in the desert regions of central Kazakhstan. You'll maintain
it was like a Star Citizen like event for like their top backers. And so it was some kind of like dinner social event with the dev, you know, Chris Roberts or whatever, and probably some other developers, and then like a bunch of guys who had all paid like tens of thousands of dollars. And it's just like, what the hell is this? Like, this is the end state of the game, isn't it? Just like weird scam. And it's still going. It's playable now, huh? It hasn't been 15 years. There's no way. Because that started on Kickstarter. I feel like the Kickstarter, like, thing, yeah, 2012, I feel like that's when that craze of, like, guy you remember who made game that you like announces new game, which is the same as old game. $1 million on Kickstarter. And then like 80% of those ended up being bad. Wait, come back. God damn it. What? Come back.
Hostiles forward, they're moving.
$750 million. That's crazy.
Heavy fire from 360. Find cover.
Oh, this is just dead end. Or, no, it's not. We're going this way. Wait, that's one of the bases. Hang on. Just saw those guys spawn in. I saw that. Burst on target. Guess that's one way to describe what happened. I'm trying to understand why they're saying that. I think they mean, well, no, it doesn't need to be done on foot. Check this out. Just drive right up here. Okay, it probably needs to be done on foot.
He's maneuvering. Hang on.
A guy who put 100 hours into the game. The physics is so jank, you often just die. When you die, all your stuff was just wherever you died, so you have to spend like 45 minutes traveling in space to get your stuff back. Because a box will jank and smash into you and kill you. Great. It's like the old school RuneScape death mechanics. If you die, you just drop everything and it's just there. Oh no. Yeah, without a gunner, that's kind of annoying. I don't know why there wasn't a gunner in that car.
Contact left rear. Need gunners in here. Let's go. We've got troops, weapons, and ammo. Where do you want us?
This car doesn't have a driver?
We're getting nailed out here. Call for fire.
Well, there's just a tank there.
Incoming. All over the area.
Kind of a problem. Here's a car that got ditched somewhere in the middle of nowhere. Alright. None of these cars have gunners in them.
Contact right rear. With the relieving unit from battalion. We have multiple targets for you. Incoming is heavy swarms. Sector secure. We are ready to relieve you. Corpsman up. I've got him in sight. Holding visual. They've got us hammered. Can't move. Find the line.
Last one to recon is this one, but this one is like by far the most heavily defended.
Advise, we are pinned down. We cannot move. Target at 7 low.
Hold up, I have an idea. I come up here and like do it from up here.
Incoming is heavy. FAC, we have multiple targets for you. Where you
No.
relieved. Weapons free. Engage multiple targets. Incoming all over the area.
Gotta manually dodge the tank. Alright, in there. Bye.
Activity in the town to the north. We move in there and get eyeballs on it. Area fire.
Literally, just dodge the tank. It's that easy. I think that was my car. I think one of them got in my car.
Contact. Immediate actions. Ready to reinforce your positions. Contact. Right water. We're standing by to occupy your positions.
Right, I'm not gonna drive through there because there's a tank.
Don't let them reach cover.
What? Well, why the fuck did he just park there? What? Come on, dude. I was gonna pass him on the left and then he just like swerved and stopped and I died. Off-road long jump 25 meters. Hell yeah.
Relieving in position. Multiple targets. Hostile. Take your positions.
Like, the respawning enemies in this game is kind of bad. Well, how did a guy get there, you know? It just doesn't make sense. He just teleported in.
Contact. Immediate actions.
Currently just trying to find a way into the village. Ah, here we are. Alright, village very heavily defended and I have no people helping me. I have nobody to help me. This guy was driving in the opposite direction. He was getting the hell out of town. Sorry, you're mine now. We're going straight into the village.
FAC, we have multiple targets for you. We're on them. Stand by for high-speed turns.
Just hiding behind my car. Alright, recon complete. Get the hell out of here. Yeah, it would be nice. I think that it might be that like blue ring that the timer is near, or the timer is under on the right. I think that blue ring might be indicating like the strength of my army remaining, but I'm not sure. It would be kind of nice if there was like a more clear indicator of that.
G2's working on your stuff now. Looks like a gold mine. You brought us some valuable info. Dicey deal, but you did great work.
Wow, my score was awful. What? How was my score so bad? I got like no points. Was I supposed to do better? I mean, I did kind of ignore killing most people, but the top score requires 100,000 and I got 6,500 there. That's pretty awful. Not even 1/10 of the way to the top score. Yeah, a lot of dudes died. I feel like a lot of dudes are always gonna die, though. It's hard to prevent that when there's like so much stuff going on in different places. Of course, I also killed like 7 or 8 of them, but it wasn't all me. Nah, this game is probably the best modern military game that we're gonna get. I highly doubt anything is better than this.
There's a highly valued commander set up in a camp on top of the plateau.
You got all the different vehicle types, you got the on-the-fly switching between units. The shooting mechanics are not, like, bad, like, they're fine.
Your target will neither escape nor survive.
The missions have been kind of varied. Oh shit, another helicopter one. Please, let me just get in the back of the helicopter. No, I have to fly it.
Contact. Right quadrant.
We don't want a reception committee on the ground. Find a secure LZ.
Contact. Bears 360.
Heading for objective Delta is 110. It's right along the ridge of the canyon.
Yeah, the missions usually aren't too long, so even if you fail them, it's like not the end of the world or anything. It's not too frustrating to have to retry stuff.
Looks like a code LZ over those ruins. Stand by for rapid insertion. Patrol vehicles, nail those FAV.
Welp. There goes the helicopter in like 1 second. The helicopter missions are definitely the hardest.
That guy's been known to hurt us.
The helicopters are just made of paper and really hard to control.
It's do or die, so go do it.
Area fire. Cut them off.
Kilo's light on the skids. Let's get out there.
Contact. Right quadrant.
We don't want a reception committee on the ground. Find a secure LZ.
Troops in the open. Call for fire. Orders.
Yeah, I am stupid, but it took me a sec to realize that they meant retry the mission there.
Delta is 110. It's right along the ridge of the canyon.
I was complaining that this game doesn't have a retry mechanic, and then I realized that replay is the retry mechanic. Like, oh yeah. Shit. Come on, what?
We had a shot. Just one shot.
How?
You blew it. That guy's been known to hurt us, and it looks like he's going to continue. When you get a mission like this, it's do or die. So go do it.
I didn't even get close that time, and I destroyed the SAMs along the way. I mean, there were more SAMs, but
Area fire. Cut 'em off.
goddamn.
Kilo's light on the skids. Let's get out there.
Wait, come back. I mean, what if it just does the mission for me now?
We don't want a reception
You know, maybe this is fine.
Find a secure LZ.
Maybe the computer will be better at this than me.
It's a target-rich environment out there.
Heading for objective Delta is 110.
If you get into the helicopter and then get out, it just flies off without you. That's kind of incredible. Yeah, I'm curious if it's gonna successfully clear the LZ back there. Or like,
You are leaving the AO. Mission will terminate if you proceed.
okay, no, it's just like doing nothing. The helicopter doesn't know what to do. Wait, we're at the LZ. Holy shit.
Looks like a code LZ over those ruins.
This is awkward.
Patrol vehicles, nail those FAV.
I mean, the computer is still flying, not me. Which is good. It seems like they're not blowing up the helicopter because the computer is flying it instead of me. I don't know. I've tried to manually switch. I don't know what the controls for that are. I assume there's a way. Aw, man. Well, that was our best shot. That was our best shot. I think that's for the best. I think we should have the computer fly the helicopter.
FAC, we have multiple targets for you.
And I can just do this.
Kilo's light on the skids. Let's get out there.
I can just hop into someone in the back seat instead of pressing B. That works.
Find a secure LZ.
Target at 11 low. Incoming is heavy small arms.
They got AAA on that ridge line. Make an NOE approach. Heading for objective Delta is 110. It's right
Yeah, so their strat is to approach low,
activity. Watch your front and flanks.
I think.
Machine gun. He's all over us.
We had a shot.
Well,
Just one shot and you blew it. That
I mean, it was kind of going under the SAMs, though. That's an interesting idea.
Get a mission like this, it's doing
That was an interesting idea. It did go sideways, literally. I do wonder if I hop out of the helicopter once we get to the LZ, if I might be more effective at taking out... Like, if I take out the driver... Oh. What? I think I pressed the wrong button. If I take out the driver of one car, then I can hop in the gun of that car and then take out the others. And that might be what I should do. But also I think I should probably fly the helicopter there so that it doesn't do that.
According to the decoded intel that you secured in your last mission, the Chinese are planning something big. There's a highly valued commander set up in a camp on top of the plateau. A straight drop will be fatal. Their stingers will blow us apart. We're going to need to fly low into a safe
It's
drop
an
zone
interesting
and engage.
game for sure, like design-wise.
Clear the way for air support. Whatever happens,
The
your
whole, like,
target
you can
will
take
either
on any
sink
role in
or
battle and you
survive.
have to figure out how to accomplish the objective.
Guns, we've got targets.
Kilo's light on the skids.
It makes me wonder if, like, does anyone remember on PS3 there was a shooter called Mag? And Mag's whole thing was that it had 64 versus 64 multiplayer.
Left front.
I think this game's final form would be if it was like Mag, but you can just hop between any of the 64 people in like a single player context.
Patrol activity. Watch your front and flanks. Looks like a code LZ over those ruins. Stand by for rapid insertion. Patrol vehicles, nail those FAVs. All positions. Good engagement. Nice work.
All gunners, well done. Good air to ground.
Where did that missile go? Where did that missile go? Okay, well that's the easy way.
Move out along the trail past the ruins.
Be advised, we are pinned down. We cannot move. Let's fire when you're on the visual. Hostiles forward. They're moving. Spread out. Advance online. Stay low. Shoot and move.
We're moving. Scouts out.
Aw, shit. Kind of spawned in guys behind me there.
Watch the point for hand signals.
Sweep forward, maintain contact.
Can't move. Incoming got us shut down.
Troops in the open.
Multiple contacts. Targets are hostile.
On the flank, wounded man.
Move by balance. Fire and maneuver.
Watch the point for hand signals.
Heavy fire from 360. Find cover.
Watch those flankers. Don't lose visual.
Targets visual throughout the sector.
Sweep forward.
They're taking out my whole squad here. There's not a lot of dudes left.
Immediate actions.
Move out. Watch your intervals. We're stuck. They're taking heavy incoming. Cover! Spot them and light them up.
Ah, there was a mountain there.
Squads, move out. Mounting overwatch.
I am now
He's down hard. Send our men.
on the side of a cliff. How do I get down from here?
Watch those flankers. Don't lose visual. Medic up. Taking fire. Man.
Yeah, that was something that,
Skirmishers
that was something that I liked about... I think this guy is just dead. I don't think there's any getting down.
Fire team rushes. Go.
That was something that I liked about... What was that game?
Got his hammer.
Conflict Desert Storm. Where we had those guys.
Angel up.
And, like, you got to know your guys, kind of. I do think that that's kind of like... It's one of the trade-offs you accept with a game like this, I think. Why did he just die? Who killed me?
Move by balance. Fire and maneuver. Let's roll.
Like, the units are completely expendable.
They're everywhere. Hold on.
Tactical column. Weapon.
They kind of have to be, because you're going to be swapping between so many guys.
Let's roll. Movement to contact.
Now that there's a helicopter here, I don't really know what to do about that, other than... Hang on. You fool. You brought a helicopter to the anti-helicopter fight. Oh, he died. Wait, who killed me?
We are pinned down out here.
What? I have no idea why I died there.
Incoming got us shut down.
What's the point for hand signals? Skirmishers
Okay.
out. Go.
It's because if the helicopter shoots you, you die in one bullet.
Bring some heat. We're gonna move. Watch the point for hand signals.
And I don't have rocket launcher guy at all.
Round in the chamber. Weapons on safe. Let's roll. Sweep forward. Maintain contact.
Multiple targets. All sectors. Commence fire.
Move out.
Awesome.
Watch your intervals.
Fire team rushes. Go.
Corpsman up.
Sweep forward. Maintain contact.
Getting nailed out here. Call for fire.
They're everywhere. Open up.
Fire mission. Troops in the open. We've got stingers for anti-air. Move out. Watch your intervals.
Where am I going? Prevent enemy commander escaping.
Out. Go. Stingers are checked out and ready.
Fire team rushes. Go. Contact bears 090.
Skirmishers out. Go. Target 360. Engage when you have visual.
Visual on the command vehicle. Where are they? Spot those shooters. Contact. Left quadrant.
I don't know.
Be advised, we are pinned down. We cannot
That would make sense, wouldn't it? I mean, what is the plot of Fortnite the movie?
open fire.
Removing scouts out.
Target
I mean, do you just make like a like a Hunger Games type thing, where, you know, characters must do battle royale. GG. Is that the whole plot of the movie?
Stay low, shoot and move.
Multiple auto weapons direct front. Incoming is heavy.
Also, sorry to anyone who I just made cringe by attributing a battle royale to the Hunger Games instead of the actual movie called Battle Royale. My apologies for the cringe. But you know what I mean.
Troops on the move. Commence fire.
Round in the chamber, weapons on safe. Let's roll. Move out. Watch your intervals.
Well, the bridge is out. How do I get over there?
Watch those flankers. Don't lose me.
Hostiles forward. They're moving.
Sweep forward. Maintain contact.
I would love to destroy the radio mast, but the bridge is out. And all of our guys are the kind of guy that don't have... I was literally just standing there. Do we just shoot at the mast? It's taken some damage to something. Oh shit, no! Fell off the cliff. I guess we can just do this, maybe? Yeah.
Position secure. We are holding in place. Weapons free. Engage multiple targets.
Target is on foot and squirting. Go for pursuit. He's airborne and outbound.
Target at 4 low.
Shooter 5. Target destroyed. We got good video.
I'm just getting a helicopter and take care of shit.
Heavy fire from 360. Find cover.
Wait, he's green. Where is he? The green arrow is the helicopter we're concerned with, not anything else.
Stop that helo. Multiple auto weapons direct front. Incoming is heavy.
Cannot engage. Call for fire.
Got slingers for anti-aeros.
Maintain contact. Maintain pursuit.
Come on, please don't escape. Don't make me do that again. Thank you. That's pretty good. We got the guy. Maybe now we'll play as the Chinese and we have to rescue the guy.
Well done. He's been a pain in the ass for a while, but those days are over thanks to you.
Almost the max score on that too. Apparently I did a good job, even though I feel like I did a terrible job. Yeah, we killed 30 people. We did not do a good job. I've never gotten team player. I've gotten buddy. I have no idea how you get team player. Or even how I ever got buddy for that matter. Dude, I don't think we're making it to the 69 warrant officer. I think we're gonna end this game at the command sergeant major level. I've done like 5 missions today, so I do straight up think we're going to beat the game today. I didn't think we were going to, but now I do think we're going to, so that's cool. We're on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are on mission 15 out of 19.
We have suffered our last setback. You have the word of Lieutenant Colonel Zhu. NATO aggressors have brutally murdered a Chinese military hero. We will revenge this insult. We will redouble our zeal and martial spirit in this final critical phase of operations. You will concentrate on the seizure and control of the villages in this area. This will clearly demonstrate our commitment to defending the freedom-loving people of Kazakhstan against Western imperialism. The People's Republic of China expects total victory and will tolerate nothing less. This is the turning point. Proceed and bring us victory.
I still think that someone's playing us off each other. I forget why I think that, but there was some evidence earlier in the game. I think it might be the evil Russians or something. Because then they can take Kazakhstan.
Your next mission is to eliminate enemy forces occupying the 3 villages marked on your tactical map in the northeast sector of operations. Enemy strength is estimated at 1 rifle platoon with supporting arms. Our recent losses meant that only 2 fast attack vehicles are available. But we have no doubt you will use this and speed and firepower to bring us victory. Commence operations now.
Oh, we got a car.
All enemy forces in all 3 villages must be eliminated. Be aggressive. Move quickly and overwhelm them with firepower.
Sniper in the shadow.
Do I have no friends? Is it just me?
Unit ready to assume positions. Fire on the cover positions. Force them out.
Okay, we do have one friend.
Enemy target in 6 o'clock. Direct hit. Well done, marksman. Up by enemy fire.
There's someone apparently right in front of me. I can't see them.
Open fire. Do not abandon your position. Stand fast in all positions. Enemy target. Direct front. Stand and fight. Reinforcing units ready for employment in your sector. It's hit. Excellent shooting.
There's a guy like in that building or something. I thought that door was closed. Oh, there he is.
Enemy sniper eliminated.
I don't know what to do about this guy. He's kind of... Oh, there we go. No, don't get back in cover, damn it.
Direct hit. Well done, marksman. Enemy target. Right flank. Our unit is ready to assume positions in this sector. Sniper, watch for muzzle flash.
Is there anyone that can hit that corner? Oh, yes.
Congratulations. It's a kill. Threat eliminated. Our marksman has succeeded. We will reinforce your flanks. Sniper in the shadows. Counter sniper fire has been successful.
position under heavy enemy pressure. Provide immediate support.
Enemy target at 12 o'clock. Heavy fire from friendly forces.
Oh, world's worst aim. Oh no, okay. I fell out of my spot.
Fire. Cannot maneuver. The time is now. Into the attack.
Oriental medium machine gun is loaded and sighted.
Keep moving. Do not stop.
Man down on that. Pull back.
Enemy target. Right quarter.
Man, and I have to do 3 villages. Also, damn, what is happening? What is happening? There's like 1,000 guys.
Requested. Many targets in the area.
Enemy target at 11 o'clock.
All your support. When it comes to useful. Too much fire. We cannot move.
Okay, I see. We've got like a ground war happening now. I think my other snipers all died. I think they're gone. I don't see them anymore.
All targets reflect enemy. You may commence fire.
Oriental medium machine gun is loaded and sighted. Enemy sniper down. Outstanding shot.
Assault from the fire. Do not hesitate. Go now. Medium machine gun ready for area fire.
All gunners, fire when you see the target.
We will reinforce your flanks. Area clear. Get in. This will be a high-speed attack.
What? And then everyone is gone. Just as soon as they got here. Alright. Well, this mission might be really long. As soon as I say, yeah, and the missions aren't that long, so it's not too frustrating if you die. As soon as I say anything.
Target. Left flank.
Aw, you're kidding me. What? No. Yeah, console crash. Great, thank you. Thank you, Xbox. We're doing that again. It's 6 minute of waiting, basically. A 6-minute sniper section. I don't know. I don't know if any of these games have crashed yet. Oh, so it's your fault, Pixel. Okay, hang on. Pixel and ban. No. I don't know if, well, actually, yeah. What was that game called? The Warriors. We had a crashing issue with the Warriors, but it was resolved by not playing in 720p. For some reason, the Warriors at 720p had a consistent crash that was happening in one place, but by giving up on the dream of playing an HD Xbox game, it was fine. Pirates, I don't think ever crashed, shockingly. Pirates of the Caribbean was a messed up game. I don't think it crashed ever. We did soft lock a number of times. There's very easy ways to soft lock the game, where if you just like talk to NPCs in the correct order, then it breaks breaks the game scripts, and then you're just done. We did plenty of that, but never like a hard crash that I can remember. There's one part in the game where like you're in a tavern and you talk to the bartender, and then a couple seconds later, or like the bartender tells you, go talk to this guy, and then like 5 to 10 seconds later, that guy walks through the front door. But in that time, you can leave the tavern. That's the soft lock that I remember running into. You leave the tavern before the guy you're looking for walks into it, and then that guy is despawned forever, and you can never continue the game. And I spent like 45 minutes looking for him or something before realizing that I was probably soft locked, and then I reset to an old save. But that is a real dumb thing.
All enemy forces in all 3 villages must be eliminated. Be aggressive. Move quickly and overwhelm them with firepower.
Reinforcing unit ready for employment in your sector.
Fire on the cover positions. Force them out.
Alright, time to do it again.
Marksman has destroyed the target.
Because it was just so fun the first time.
Just like shooting targets on the range. Supporting unit at your command. Sniper in covered position. Excellent work, marksman. Our unit is ready to assume positions in this sector. Excellent! Just like shooting targets on the range.
Someone took out one of my snipers. Damn.
In this sector.
They just killed him. Is that gonna be like a big problem?
We are the reinforcing unit, ready to assume positions.
Oh, he's back.
Threat eliminated. Our marksman has succeeded.
I think that the blue circle, to be honest, I've never known what that means. I bet that the manual has a better explainer. Because like sometimes it's just blue and then gray. Sometimes it's blue and then red. And then there's the inner circle that has slices. The manual probably explains what that UI element means, but I have no idea.
Enemy sniper is down. Outstanding shot. Excellent work, marksman.
Man. You really shouldn't move, should you?
We are your support. Where can we be useful? Counter sniper fire has been successful. Reinforcing units ready for employment in your sector.
Position under heavy enemy pressure. Provide immediate support.
Excellent shoot. Sniper is in high position. Reserve force ready for action. Do not hesitate. Go now. Fire support requested. Many targets in the area. We have warning to evacuate. Clear cover and attack.
You know, maybe I should have done the other village first, just in case that has something to do with it.
Reinforce your plan. Stretcher bearers forward. Wounded at this position. Reinforcements evacuate. Attack from different directions.
It may have been smart to start with the village that I crashed on. Oh, GameCube games crashed a lot. The GameCube... I don't know if it was just like because I was using the ODE or what. GameCube games crash all the time.
Reinforcing unit ready to new position. Command has completed that position.
Everyone just kind of vanishes.
Area clear.
Everyone just kind of vanishes. Oh, there's the car. Let's hop in. Early GameCube thing was done on a Wii U, which obviously is not intended, and that leads to crashes. That was leading to crashes, and it got less bad once I stopped using Wii U.
3 meter of this village.
Could just reposition the car.
We will set enemy course and speed.
A bit late for that helicopter to start trying to kill me. Oh, the car is gone. We cannot just reposition the car. And there's another helicopter. Alright, awesome.
Enemy unit moving right to left. Someone ready for action.
Not sure if I'm doing this right. Okay, I was not doing it right. Well, I think we're screwed. I think I'm gonna lose this village and we're gonna have to start the thing over again.
Enemy target to the left.
Dude, 3 helicopters.
Unit ready for deployment.
I feel like none of this stuff is connecting because their helicopters are just too fast.
Enemy unit moving.
Like, these are anti-air missiles and none of them are connecting at all. These are like lock-on anti-air missiles and they just miss. Yeah, there's one that actually worked. There's another that actually worked.
Your target is enemy unit moving. Set the special barrel to my position.
Oh, there's still another one. Hang on. No, Lament of Innocence is not on Xbox. That was the only Castlevania game, Curse of Darkness.
Reinforcements ready for briefing and report. Enemy target at 10 o'clock. Reserve force ready for action.
Yeah, I actually went into, I went into that game expecting it to be bad.
Council start the fire.
Because they just don't really have the best reputation, like 3D Castlevania, you know? People are like, oh, ew, 3D Castlevania? But actually, Curse of Darkness was pretty damn good.
We have wounded to evacuate. We are your support. Break and
Alright, village captured. That was weird, but sure. I did it. They're gonna give me a car so that I can get to the next village, or am I? Yes, they are gonna give me a car. I have not played Castlevania 64. My N64 friends all defend that game, so it might be okay.
Immediately.
You will not terminate this mission. Return to course.
Now on authorized course. Carry out your orders.
Reserve force ready for action. Commence fire on enemy unit.
Our fences covered by enemy fire. Cannot maneuver.
Incoming fire sound mobilized.
Enemy fire concentrated on
Right, it's, what's it called? Lament of Darkness or something? No. Legacy of Darkness. Wrong L. Too many... I feel like you could do one of those, like... You could make, like, a Castlevania name generator, and it's just, like, X of Y.
The time is now. Into the attack.
Where Y is something spooky or evil sounding, and X is, like, a type of music, or something. I don't know. You could just, like, generate a million plausible sounding Castlevania names. Welcome to Castlevania, Bolero of Hatred.
Close with the enemy now. We are holding for enemy fire.
Enemy target at 12 o'clock.
Keep moving.
Cantata of Misery.
Unit at your command.
Assault through the fire. The enemy now.
Reinforcements ready for briefing and deployment. Too much fire. We cannot move. Don't move the fire.
Reinforcing unit ready for employment in your sector.
Charge them. Medical team forward. Enemy cannon in fire trap.
All the reinforcing units ready to assume position.
Enemy army at 11 o'clock.
The time is now. Into the attack. Reinforcing unit ready for employment in your sector.
Man over here on the flank. Maneuver element. Holding my fire.
Ah, hello boys.
Enemy target direct front.
Too much fire. We cannot move.
Enemy in sight.
Alright, we did it. That was 14 minutes. That was kind of a long one.
Congratulated. Those enemy positions were an
That first village was the longest one, for sure. The other villages weren't that bad. Half that was the first village. Damn. Loss is 42. That bad, huh? Ouch. Even with 42 dead guys, we still almost got the max score. Maybe I will get to be a warrant officer. We've unlocked all of the things. I'm gonna step away for a minute, by the way. I'll be back in a sec, and then we'll keep going. I think we're on mission 16 out of 19. I might just push to finish this today, and then we might spend less/no time with Magic the Gathering, depending on how things go, but we'll see. Anyway, I'll be right back. Alright, let's do it.
Now that we have liberated the villages, we must protect our assets in the area. Our primary line of communication is the railroad station in the central village. Enemy forces are heading our way at speed. They cannot take the station. Destroy the supporting forces. Do your duty for your country, soldier.
Enemy target left quarter.
Oh no, it's a defense mission. This might be auto-scroller.
All units attack! Enemy force attacking on the left.
Enemy target at 12 o'clock.
Formation, commence attack!
Supplies in that station are vital. Conduct an
A lot of these missions, it seemed like we have an infinite supply of dudes. Which is kind of nice. Like, I don't think we could have failed that previous mission by running out of units.
Fire! Units moving Russians. All weapons. Engage enemy targets. Fire from friendly forces. Get a move as it's fire.
Kind of nice, but also kind of weird, because it's like some of these missions just seem unfailable. The only issue is how long it's going to take you and how many people you're going to grind through to get there.
Enemy target. Direct front. Enemy vehicle erect. Commence fire.
I have a tank. I got a gun for this? Yes, I do.
Enemy target in Sevastopol.
It's crazy that they just have the train going through the battlefield. But that train's just gonna drive on by, huh? No problem.
Excellent! Gunsight! Counted on the range! Enemy target at 12 o'clock! England falls!
How come there aren't? Well,
Down over there! Hold him back! Alert! Enemy units are attacking!
Destroy the target.
Blast Core is pretty good.
Under heavy fire!
I don't know, no one ever really ripped off Blast Core, did they? I'd have to think about it. I'm not sure if anyone ever ripped off Blast Core. I think it's one of those things, like nobody... I kind of associate these two games. You can blame Spock for this. You can blame Spock and Shoehorse for this. I kind of,
Enemy sniper
I kind of associate
inside the other.
Blast Core with Pilot Wings.
We are taking heavy fire from both flanks. Counter sniper fire.
I guess they're both pretty early N64, but Spock and Shoehorse used to do streams where they would race both games back to back. It is max comfy. It's just, I don't know, it's just like a kind of a singular game. Nobody ever... It's not like it has to be. You know, it didn't really, none of those games really spawned like a whole genre of copycats. It's just kind of its own thing. Yeah, Blast Core, endgame Blast Core stuff is like hard as hell. I will say that about it. Game gets really, really hard. If you want to like 100% it, like good luck. They designed it to take you forever so that you could get your one game and then you'd be fine to play it for like months. I think I like killed the... Wait, congratulations, it's a kill. I think I killed the guy piloting the helicopter, so it's now just sitting there. And there's a timer. I just realized that there's a timer on the right side of the screen. I hope that that timer running out means we win and not we lose. I think it must mean we win because it's a defense mission.
Outstanding show!
But that is an enemy helicopter. I think I killed everyone inside, so it's just chilling there. Oh, we got cars.
Excellent! Just like shooting targets on the range. Commence fire on enemy unit.
The enemy is fleeing. We've defeated them. Intelligence reports NATO has stolen a train with highly unstable explosive on board. It's heading this way at high speed. We must destroy the train before it reaches the station. Train approaching from the west. Station those W-85s along the line. You must stop the train.
Train is approaching. Where's the train approaching from? I think it's approaching from back here. Okay, you get a little closer. I guess we'll all just blast the train.
Enemy attack! Direct front!
Uh-oh. Okay, did we get it? I think we're good. Just barely. I have not played Spirit of Justice. I kinda like... I played Ace Attorney 1 through 4, and then 4 was kinda eh, and then I've just never played 5 or 6. I also played, I played... What's, shit. I played Great Ace Attorney 1 as well. See, 4 has its defenders now. I personally didn't really like 4. The thing about 4, I've probably complained about this before, they like rewrote Phoenix Wright into this like 4-dimensional chess master, and it's ridiculous. It's completely ridiculous and I hate it. And like, meanwhile, him as a side character, he just like completely hijacks the entire game. Like, it feels like Apollo Justice is not even, like, you play as Apollo Justice, but like Apollo Justice is just along for Phoenix Wright's wild ride the whole time. It's just like, I don't know. A game like that really lives or dies on whether or not you like the writing. And I just like felt annoyed that it was all part of Phoenix Wright's master plan. I was like, fuck off, side character. This is Apollo Justice's game. He should be allowed to do things on his own.
Chinese troops massacred village residents who were caught in the line of fire. NATO aid convoy derailed on its way to Kazakh village.
This morning, Chinese troops push
I don't know, kind of have to be in a mood for a game like that as well, because it's pretty slow-paced. I did start Great Ace Attorney 2. Everyone says that, like, Great Ace Attorney 2... Oh, wait, hang on. Press X for NATO, press Y for China? Alright, who are we siding with here?
Enemy forces took control of a vital oil platform, leaving locals wondering about
It looks like...
sabotage to the offshore facility.
Enemy forces
It seems like we got the Chinese... I don't really understand the nature of this conflict that well.
On vital oil refinery.
Our valiant forces rescued civilians from a war zone. Meanwhile, a brutal NATO desert assault was repulsed.
Chinese troops massacred village residents.
Like, Chinese troops massacred village residents who were caught in the line of fire. But also, that train apparently had bombs in it, but we don't know.
To protect their cultural interests.
Yeah, like it sounds like I think we're gonna go with NATO here.
In an unprovoked Chinese attack.
I think we're gonna go with NATO here. Press X for NATO.
You people have kicked ass over the course of this campaign, but there's more of that needs to be done before we can call it mission complete. Overall, you've done a hell of a job here in Kazakhstan. You pushed them
Well, they're both propaganda networks. They're doing that kind of thing. It's all propaganda. We don't even really have the resources to tell who the good guys are in this, because we're just receiving bullshit from both sides. But it sounds like NATO is positioning in Kazakhstan, and so China invaded it, which sounds like a bad thing. So I'm Team NATO on this one. We should be allowed to set up shop right outside their borders. That's allowed. They shouldn't have invaded. Yeah, exactly. What is it? The North Atlantic Tapioca Organization?
You heard, Lieutenant Colonel. This is the big one, people. We've got a shot at winning it all right here, right now. The head of the Chinese occupation in this area, Lieutenant Colonel Zhu, is somewhere in the Plaza construction site. Kill him, and they'll fall apart for lack of leadership. Mop-up operations after that will be simple by comparison. Let's go cut the head off the dragon.
Contact bears 360.
Hold the plaza. It's critical ground.
We've got troops, weapons, and ammo. Where do you want us?
Dude, why are you starting me with a shotgun? How useless.
This plaza.
We own this turn. Shooter 5 is on. We'll pursue by fire.
Multiple contacts.
Nowhere to go that isn't covered by fire.
Plaza area is under aerial attack. Mechanized attack. They're headed for the plaza.
Moving into position now. Hold back your flank.
But, what was I just saying? Oh yeah, I played Great Ace Attorney 1, and everyone says you have to play 2, and that they're like as a duology or whatever, it's good. But Great Ace Attorney 1 on its own is kind of boring. It's not that great. And it does end on like an open-ended cliffhanger type of thing. But then, like, I don't know, man. If you're gonna make me play a 25-hour game, and then at the end be like, anyway, you'll have to stick around for the sequel, then it's like, you're asking me to invest another, like, 20-plus hours in this shit? Like, I don't know. So I started Great Ace Attorney 2, and then I ended up dropping it, but I'll probably come back at some point. The first case was good. I thought the first case was good.
Solid defense. We held the plaza. Everybody moves. Get into the plaza and hit that lab. We've got hostiles all over this area. Proceed carefully.
Get back your assault.
Advance by Russians. Go!
Kept trying to play 2, then stopping. 2! The 2-4 is really good. The last case of 2 is like one of the best cases in the series. That's like a universally held opinion. It's super good, but the rest of 2 is like ass.
All the way in a hurry. Go! Be advised, movement restricted. We're pinned down out here. Ready to reinforce your positions.
Contact.
I kind of don't like Pearl as a character as well. Maybe that's a hot take,
Keep rolling. Don't stop.
but I kind of don't like Pearl. I wish she'd go away.
Nowhere to go that isn't covered by fire. Get in there.
On the way. In a hurry. Go!
Wait, where are we going right now anyway? I thought I was taking this, but apparently I'm not even supposed to be here right now or something.
Rig and fuse demo charges on all 3
Plant
floors.
demolitions in the labs.
Your assault. We're pinned down out here.
Medic, up. You can move.
Well, Maya's the best. That's an unfair comparison.
Contact! Left front! Go! Go! Move out! We're your relief.
Oh, wish I had more than one bullet there.
Movement restricted. We're pinned down here.
You need more demo in there.
Let's move! Break cover and run! Double time, push hard! Position secure. We are holding in place. Angel
Heavy incoming.
We can back your left.
First charge rigged and fused. 2 more to go.
Lots to move out here.
Troops in the open, call for fire. Mortars.
Hold your ground and line them up.
Corpsman up.
Sector is secure. Ready for relief.
Oh crap.
We cannot move.
Would be nice if I had anyone backing me up in this building. Closest guy is randomly outside.
We'll reinforce this sector. Charlie Mike.
They've got us hammered, can't move.
Medic up. You've got troops, weapons, and ammo. Where do you want us?
We're stuck and we're taking heavy incoming.
We own this turret. We're getting nailed out here. Call for fire.
Reinforce this sector.
2 charges rigged and fused. 1 more to go.
Incoming's got us pinned down. Angel up! We are getting hit hard. Direct front and both flanks.
All set to relieve you in this sector.
Agency level 3. What does... Oh, agility level. Like agency.
Units in trouble. We cannot move.
There's a guy right there. He's gonna kill me. He didn't kill me. I did it.
Sighted and set. Clear the area.
You can move as soon as we're in position. We are
Look at how far the camera has to go to find the closest guy. Nobody wanted to attack the building for some reason. That was entirely on me. But they said clear the area.
Weapons free. Engage multiple targets.
All set to relieve you in this sector.
I don't know if by clear the area, like, can I just come over here? Nice escape. Thanks.
targets for you.
That's Colonel Zhu. Airborne and outbound in that helo. Do whatever is necessary. Down that helicopter.
Push on the objective. Go. We're your relief.
Target-rich environment out there.
Cannot be done. Call for fire.
Multiple contacts.
Medic up.
We can back your left.
I think I'm gonna lose this fight. I think I will lose. Alright, hold up. We got a rocket launcher guy.
Heavy fire from 360. Find cover. Steady. They got wounded.
This is gonna be really annoying.
Standing by to occupy your positions. Too much incoming. Hold back.
Wonder if there's a better way.
Angel up.
My house now. Heavy small arms all over my post. Corpsman up!
Like, surely this isn't what they want me to do, right?
Heavy incoming! Cover!
We'll reinforce this sector.
Target at 11 low.
But I mean, he is up here. And nobody else has got any weapons that do anything.
We've got troops, weapons.
How in the hell did you let him get away?
Okay, yeah.
Right there.
Rip.
Now we fight
Gotta go
like
blow up the whole building again. This is gonna be annoying. This mission's kinda long.
Now go.
They're hitting me with the classic military shooter. Last mission that's 10 times longer and more annoying than the rest of the game. Oh, wait. Shoot. Well. Maybe we try the, maybe the China one is easier. Oh no, am I locked in? We might be locked into not doing... We might be locked into the NATO ending now.
You heard, Lieutenant Colonel. This is the big one, people. We've got a shot at winning it all right.
Well, yeah, that is the final mission. I failed it. I failed it. All of my units died.
Kill him, and they'll fall apart for lack of leadership. Mop-up operations after that will be simple by comparison.
The problem is we have to kill a helicopter, and I can't hit the helicopter.
Open up on those bastards! We've got troops, weapons, and ammo. Where do you want us?
Hold the plaza. It's critical ground. Nobody withdraws. We hold this plaza.
Which is weird, because you know, maybe I feel like there's just something I'm not understanding about this, but it says, we've got weapons, troops, and ammo. Where do you want us? He said that voice line right as my last guy died. I wonder if there's some mechanic by which we can, like, direct them to send me stuff. Like, can I tell them to give me ammo?
Angel up! Ready to shoot us! Commence fire! Incoming is heavy small arms! Incoming! All over the area! Position secure, we're holding in place.
We're losing it. They've got people in the plaza.
You can move as soon as we're in position. We're pinned down and hurting out here. Heavy small arms all over my post! Relieving in position. Tanker 2-1 is on the case. We'll keep them in sight for you.
Ah. Well, where was this helicopter when I needed it? Where were you, Banger 2-1? Would have been really great to have you before. Check this out.
Mechanized attack. They're headed for the plaza.
All targets hostile. Commence fire. Too much incoming. Pull back. Weapons free. Engage multiple targets. We can back your assault.
Helicopters are so annoying to control. I swear to God. Just tip forward somehow.
Both flanks. Now, do it! Go, go, go! Go, go, move out! Troops in the open. Call for fire. Orders.
Solid defense. We held the plaza. Everybody moves. Get into the plaza and hit that lab. We've got hostiles all over this area. Proceed carefully.
Keep rolling. Don't stop.
Oh no, my helicopter. Oh. Shoot.
Rush him. Moving into positions now. Wheel back your play.
Is there even a way into the building from up here, or am I just dead? I'm not sure if there... I just kind of assumed, like, surely, if there were guys on the roof.
Plenty to shoot at. Commence fire. Guns up. Covering fire.
Never make an assumption.
Shoot and move. Go. Angel up. Keep rolling. Don't stop.
Oh. I'll just try to cover from up here until everyone else gets here, and then hopefully there will be the objective to go into the building. And then I'll just swap to someone else, and they'll go in the building. And this guy will just never leave the roof. He's trapped up here forever now.
As soon as we're in position. They're in fire. Cut them off.
Oh no, what? How did that happen? He like clipped through the railing. Alright. Alright.
You need more demo in there. Incoming's got us pinned down. Commence fire. Don't let him reach cover.
Can't move. Incoming's got us shut down.
Troops on the move. Commence fire. Target at 11 low. Be advised, movement restricted. We're pinned out here. Show move. Go. We'll cover you, Mr. Brady. All the way. In a hurry. Go. Pinned down on hurting out here. Relieving in position. Go, go! Move out! Now's the time. Rush, rush! Incoming all over the area! We're reinforcing. Show us the position.
On second thought, a shotgun might actually be good for this, because it does one-shot everybody.
And fused. 2 more to go. They got us hammered. Can't move.
Yeah, so that doesn't happen.
Alarms all over my post. We're pinned down and hurting out here. Angel up! We're stuck and taking heavy incoming. We're standing by to occupy your positions. Be advised, movement restricted.
The double.
Moving into position now.
Wow, cool miss. Cool miss. Look at the shotgun on the wall next to him. Really cool miss.
We can back your line.
I think I'm gonna use up all of my guys and not even blow up the building this time. I'm not feeling good about it.
Medic up.
What? There. This fucking guy, this fucking camper, I swear to God, you have to get in there and just like swing and shoot him, otherwise you're instantly dead.
We'll cover your retro.
I don't have like a grenade. I do have grenades. Okay.
Nowhere to go that isn't covered by fire. Corpsman up. Push on the objective. Go. We're reinforcing. Show us the position.
Screw you, pal.
Incoming is heavy small arms. Relieving in position. Spot the shooters. Suppress that incoming.
2 charges rigged and fused. 1 more to go.
Ready for the inbound strike. They're hit. They got wounded.
And they spawn behind me. Great, thank you.
Medic up. They've got us hammered. Can't move.
That's kind of, I think that's my big problem with this game. Enemies that respawn infinitely behind you just sort of makes it hard to play when it's like, I know you weren't there. I cleared out this building like 30 times. I know you weren't there.
Troops, weapons, and ammo. Where do you want us? We own this.
When they say we've got weapons, whatever, and ammo, weapons, troops, and ammo, where do you want it? I want it here. How do I tell them to put it here? They keep saying it, which makes me think it means something. Like I can request that stuff,
Nowhere to go that isn't covered by fire.
but
Corpsman up.
I have pressed all the buttons on the controller,
Cannot engage.
trying to figure out how to get them to give me the stuff, and they won't do it.
Charges sighted and set. Clear the area.
Angel up! Sector is secure. We're ready to release.
I think the plan is we get the guns outside this building.
Corpsman up. Targets everywhere. Commence fire. Ready for the inbound ring.
And we're gonna use these to hopefully...
Relieving in position. Too much incoming! Pull back!
Hopefully we'll use this to kill the helicopter.
Knock back. Final rush it. Moving into position now. We'll rush your play.
There's Colonel Xu. Airborne and
Got a hit.
Medic up. We're reinforced. Show us the position.
We're reinforcing.
On the shooters! Suppress that incoming! Hold the incoming! All over the area! Angel up!
We'll take your positions.
And rockets are really slow, aren't they?
Multiple
Oh, God.
commence fire! We're reinforcing. Show us the position.
Nope, that was behind.
360, engage when you have visual.
I'm sure the manual is online. I haven't looked.
We'll reinforce this sector. Charlie Mike.
This is a pretty popular game, so the manual is definitely online. Well, popular, I don't know, but it is a well-known enough game that the manual is almost certainly online somewhere.
We're reinforcing. Show us the position.
Focuses mostly on the multiplayer. Please hit. Oh, how did that miss? Dude, he's got like 1 HP. Have I got any guys left who can do this?
Leaving in position. Corpsman up. Relieving in position.
I think that if I can just get on... Oh shit, there's a tank here. Well, this is a bad place to go. If I can just get on these guns real quick. That gun cannot aim high enough. Okay, we might lose even though the helicopter is at like 1 HP. Sucks.
Ready to reinforce your positions.
Ready to reinforce your positions, then do it. How do I make him do it? Let me read this manual. Multiplayer, multiplayer, single player campaign. Oh, well, here's an explanation. Balance of power, defense timer, key target counter. Okay. Hot swap. Perform well during missions, unlocks, enhancements, hints and tips. Warranty. That's it, huh? That's the whole manual. Crouching, kill rankings. Yeah, nothing about potentially reinforcing. I think that those voice lines might just not mean anything, but it's weird that he keeps repeating them and they sound so meaningful. I just think that's really weird.
Bound to relieve you. Plenty to shoot at. Commence fire. Cannot engage. Call for fire.
He's so close to dead.
Medic up.
Yes, okay. You just have to get like some crazy snipes.
You played the end game on this one, and you sure as hell played it well. Can't tell you how much this means. You saved a lot of lives.
Ah, nearly got the max score. 105 deaths. Damn. And I did make it to 69 to become a warrant officer. Cool. I don't think that was 19 though. It might have been, when I was counting, it might have been like, because this is, like, we didn't do the China ending. That would have been a mission that I'm not doing. Play next mission.
We have breaking news from the Cosmodrome missile launch facility here in Kazakhstan. We've intercepted a transmission from a man calling himself...
Yeah, okay. The plot's going where I think it's going, right?
...an organization called the Burning Flag. We received this statement 2 moments ago.
You people are so busy looking for threats halfway around the globe that you forget to open your eyes in what is happening in your own backyard. You pretend to fight for justice and freedom, but I know that you really want to rule the world with little regard for these things. I have little regard for casualty figures, or land taking, or even your concept of victory. I care only about complete domination. A world united under one rule. My rule. I created an enemy for you, and used the oblivious Chinese forces to weaken yours. Now I can strike the killing blow against you and thus bring about
The Kazakhstan War was a secret supervillain plot. Evil Kazakh supervillain.
What is staring you in the face is to send a message, one so clear that it cannot be misinterpreted, even by fools such as yourselves. And when you learn this lesson, it will be at the hand of your new leader.
This is a no-brainer. He's got the codes to launch one ICBM at a location within the US and 2 more within Europe. Get in there, disable both launch silos, and drop Commander 31 like a bad habit. Get all that done, or it's all over. If the balloon goes up on this one, it's a long, cold nuclear winter all round.
So that kind of escalated.
To do whatever is necessary to eliminate this threat.
Contact Baz 360.
Let's do it! Go for broad!
Ready to reinforce your positions.
Target 360! Engage when you have visual!
We're the relieving unit from battalion.
Missiles are armed. Launch sequence initiated. Get to the silos. Find fire control consoles and destroy them. Check your GPS.
Am I just dead? I'm just dead. That did not a great start. Not a great start.
Go, move out! Ready to reinforce your positions. Plenty to shoot at. Commence fire.
Sequence is launch minus 5 minutes.
I'm not sure who we're fighting here exactly. Like, this is... It sounded like they were just some kind of like terrorist organization, but they're really well entrenched here.
Now, do it! Go, go, go! Everywhere! Open up! Keep rolling, don't stop! We'll take your positions.
Someone else got to him, I guess.
Incoming! All over the
Popped up in the air. Whoop. The shotgun dude is right next to me.
Bomber in the assault! Move! Go, move out! Angel up! Troops inbound to
It looks like we are... If we're not taking down the mastermind, we're at least stopping him by destroying his nukes. Looks like it's a speedrun mission too. We've only got like 3 minutes left to do this, so that's good. That means even if this is like extremely hard, you only have to make it work for like 3 minutes. All I have to do is game for 3 minutes. How bad could it be? Me talking to an SMB1 speedrunner.
break cover and rush!
Moving into position now. We'll back your blood.
1 missile remaining on launch status. Find that fire control console.
We'll reinforce this sector.
Overwhelm the objective. Go! Go! Final rush. Go! Go! Let's move. Break cover and rush. Sector is secure. We're ready to release.
God damn. Having a hard time getting back down the hill. We are not having heated discussions about what constitutes a game today. No. That was yesterday's heated discussion.
All the way. In a hurry. Go! Backup bag. Final rushes. Targets everywhere. Commence fire. Incoming. All over the area.
Where am I going? How do I get up there? Okay, here we go.
Targets 360. Engage when you have visual. We're getting hit hard. Direct front and both flanks.
Alright, it looks like once you get to the base, then all of your boys spawn in at the base, so we just had to get here. And now we've got the full army to rush the controls downstairs. The game is fun. This is actually probably the last mission. I've lost count. Who knows, there might be one more after this, but I think this is probably the last mission. And it has actually been fun. I really like the whole... There are some like negative consequences to the whole character swapping mechanic, but overall I think it makes for some good gameplay, actually. It is a little weird that like who am I playing as exactly?
Hold on. They're indicating another nuke armed and counting. Downloading position on the nuke. Check your GPS. It's in the main bunker. Sequence is launched.
You know, that's kind of something that I wonder about, where it's like, who am I playing as? I'm like the ghost of battle. I'm the spirit of combat. Wherever there is war, there will be Militarioka possessing its soldiers.
Contact bears 180.
But it's a strange dynamic. But that has no bearing on whether or not it's fun. It is fun. It's just a strange dynamic.
Targets everywhere. Commence fire. Running for cover. Pursued by fire. Get in there. Multiple targets. Hostiles. Shoot a move. Go!
Oh, I'm going backwards. Whoops. Gotta make it up there.
It's a target-rich environment out there.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really expect much from this game, because, like, EA, Modern Military, blah, blah, blah. But I have played the Battlefield Bad Company games, which are single-player Battlefield from the late 2000s, and those are both pretty good. So, like, I don't know. I guess Battlefield just used to be good. I should have trusted.
Area fire. Cut 'em off. Knock 'em back. Final rushes. Moving into position.
I have no idea where in this thing I'm trying to get to. Where? Somewhere in here is the controls. Deep within the facility. It's like giant-ass maze.
Assault by fire. Rush. Be advised. Movement restricted. We're pinned out here.
Yeah, no relation to Battlefield, but if you're just talking like, dude, is everyone at like 1 HP? Why are all of my guys dying in one bullet? Can we stop?
Let's move. Break cover and rush.
I think I'm gonna run out of units or something.
Target at 6 low. Pinned down and hurting out here.
I can't get up these fucking stairs. everyone was just, my whole soldier, like my whole army is just down these stairs and they can't get up. Extremely well defended catwalk. I have no idea where I'm going still, and the timer is just ticking down. Yeah, difficulty really ramps up here. For sure. Ow. Okay, it's in there. It is that tower. My guys that were in that... Dude, we're back down the fucking stairs. Oh my god, and they've just spawned in more... Abort objective.
Control tower and contact the sniper team. Use your laser to designate targets for the shooters. Double time, haul ass. Gun home, go, go, go!
What, they don't trust me to get in there anymore, or what happened? Come on, up the ramp. No, if only I had people with me who would help me. Instead of just climbing this ramp on my own. It's very hard. It's a tough ramp to climb. Dude. This is terrible. I'm gonna run out of time. We can't get up these fucking stairs. The infinitely spawning guys are too much. When they said use the laser, hang on. Do I have a sniper anywhere? Oh, he's all the way over. Shit, wait. I need to I need line of sight to that sniper so that we can just target the... I don't know what they want me to do. I think I'm not going up there anymore though. I think I need a line of sight of that sniper, but I'm not going to be able to get it. They said something. Laser designator the bunker. Yeah, we're going to run out of time and have to start this over. The objective changed and I was still trying to get up those useless stairs. The nearest sniper is way out of line of sight, so I can't swap to him. Where the hell? Alright. Just in time to fail. Well. If I had known to start doing that earlier, I would have been fine.
Better find a satellite phone and call your family. It's likely the last time you'll ever hear their voices. This is a no-brainer. He's got the codes to launch one ICBM at a location within the US and 2 more within Europe. Get in there, disable both launch silos, and drop Commander 31 like a bad habit. Get all that done, or it's all over. If the balloon goes up on this one, it's a long, cold nuclear winter all round. You have full authority to do whatever is necessary to eliminate this threat. Targets at 1 low. Advance my Russians, go! Missiles are armed. Launch sequence initiated. No, go back! Final Russians!
Tank is trying to shoot me out of the air.
Find fire control consoles and destroy them.
It's not gonna work. Ah, he got me. Dude, look at all of the bullets converging on where I was in the air. Holy shit. Holy shit. I think they got me. Where's everyone? There's supposed to be like 100 guys down here. I think I might have gone too fast and they didn't spawn or something. Ah, hello. I don't know this for sure, but I strongly suspect that looting the organs of dead soldiers is probably some kind of war crime. So, and we would never do a war crime. That just seems like the kind of thing that would be frowned upon.
Incoming is heavy small arms. Assault by fire, rush! We're down tight. Hostiles inbound. Charge the objective. Go, go, go! We're standing by to occupy your positions. No move, go! Knock them back. Final rush it. Wheel release.
I have no health. There's no way I make it, right? No.
As soon as we're in position. My dude is ready to roll. Push on the objective. Go! Got troops, weapons, and ammo.
Is that like a type of chicken? A New Jersey giant chicken? I've never heard of that before. Are we known for chickens?
Immediate actions. Assault by fire!
A breed of chicken? There's also Rhode Island Reds. This kind of sounds fake. As far as like, not that I don't believe you, but this sounds like something that the chicken company made up.
Heavy fire from 360. Find cover. Charge the objective.
As a way to like improve the branding of chickens and marketing of chickens. It's like these won't just be, you know, these will be the Rhode Island Reds. You know, they had to come up with a bunch of names. They just started naming them after states. I don't think New Jersey has any special chickens.
Commence fire! He's down hard. Send our medic.
Sequence is launch minus 5 minutes and counting. Get moving.
Target at 8 low. Hostiles inbound!
I'm like stuck on something. Okay. I'm going a weird way here. It's kind of fun the way you can just kind of forge your own path through some of these levels too, where it's like, where the hell am I going? Like I'm not following the road at all, but you don't need to.
Hostiles forward. They're moving. Get in there. Incoming gunner straight down. Overwhelm the objective. Go! Go! All targets hostile. Commence fire.
Units in trouble. We cannot move. We've got him. Visual on Commander 31.
We're ready to release.
Move out to the control tower and contact the sniper team. Use your lasers to designate targets for the shooters.
They're everywhere! Open up! Push them back! Rush the objective!
There we go. Swap to sniper.
Time. Haul ass.
Swap to laser designator. Get out of my face, dude. I'm trying to beat the game.
Control tower and contact the
He's gonna
sniper
laser
team.
designate his
Use your
head.
laser to designate targets for the shooters. We've got him. Visual on Commander 31.
There you go.
Move out to the control tower and contact the sniper team.
And there you go. I think I win. I think if I had like 10 more seconds on that first attempt, we would have won. Yeah, the camera zipping to the other person like is such a good visual effect. It like makes the mechanic.
You don't need to know. You saved it.
It's the chef's kiss where it's just like, not only is it a cool idea, but it also looks sick.
Road or say thanks. Carry on, just like you always do.
Yo, max score, just barely by 250. And there's the credits. GG. GG Battlefield 2. That was fast. It was almost 5 hours. I wasn't exactly. I mean, this is below average for GameCube. But you know, solid 5-ish hour long campaign. One game of multiplayer on Xbox Live. I highly doubt anyone is online right now. Let's see. Insignia.live. What do they have to say? No. Nobody's currently playing Battlefield 2. There are 18 users online playing Halo 2 though. There's some Halo 2 gamers. There's some people playing PGR 2, Project Gotham Racing. Oh, is this... Right. This is an EA game, so this one's actually not playable. Because actually, if you didn't know, Zadur-chan, most Xbox Live games are actually back online. The Xbox Live official servers were shut down in 2010, I think, but there's something called Insignia. That's like an Xbox Live replacement. And they've managed to get Xbox Live just like working as it was on real hardware for most games. It turns out that a lot of Xbox Live services are just like generic and simple. So they were able to just like implement the basic Xbox Live features, and then that allowed them to get like every single game practically working. But there are some games that had custom server software, and all of the EA games had custom servers, so they're all not working still. But yeah, it's really cool. You just like change your DNS settings and then bam, Xbox Live is back. It's a little more complicated than that, but not really much more complicated than that. Yeah, this game has a Japanese localization for all the Japanese people who really want to play this on their Xbox. I have to wonder, hang on, Battlefield 2 Modern Combat. Wait a minute. This game was never released in Japan. What? There is no Japanese release of this. Were there credits for a Japanese localization? Because there is no Japanese version of this game. Not even like the PS2 version or anything. Maybe for people who speak Japanese and live in the US, I don't know, maybe they had ambitions to release in Japan and then they didn't. I think the credits might be looping. Are we really back to the art team? I feel like the credits are looping on us. Yeah, here's the satellite images again. The credits started looping at some point and I didn't notice. Well, hang on. Hang on a sec. If we go settings, language is not even an option. I have no idea. Maybe if I set my console language to Japanese, then it would auto-detect that and then would be playing this game in Japanese. I don't know. Oh, nice. It's over. What's up, Piper? But it is over, so give me a second here. Alright. So that was game number 41, Battlefield 2 Modern Combat. Beaten in 4:47, little under 5 hours. Perfect. Perfect length. No sewer level. We didn't ever go down into some sewers. Most of the game took place outdoors. Although a lot of buildings did have, like, basic interiors. Where it would just be, like, a staircase up to the roof and nothing else. Yeah, under the skin, exactly. You've got the formula down perfect. You hit him with like the, you know, is this it? Will we never know the truth about Battlefield 2's Japanese localization? At least that's what I thought. And then, one email received, graphic on screen. As we get the email response from someone. But anyway, how was that? Solid mission design, solid shooting, really cool hot swap mechanic. Like, if the bedrock of any decent FPS is that the shooting, you know, like the physics of it is good. You know, you aim, you shoot, enemies aren't weird bullet sponges, it's not weirdly clunky. The shooting in this game is solid. So we've got a solid foundation to build on, like they got that part right. And you know, it's early Battlefield, like you figure they got it right, because these games became popular for a reason. The mission design is good, which I think is not, like, it's, in my opinion, any shooter should have good shooting controls. Tons of them don't, but if you're making an FPS and you fuck up the shooting controls, that's just like an engineering problem. Like, that's on you. You need to get good if your shooting sucks. But like, the mission design is a much more like nebulous, like it's hard to exactly nail that down, and I do think they did a good job with it here. You know, none of the missions were way too long. None of the missions had checkpoints necessarily, but they didn't need them because of the hot swapping mechanic. Like, none of the missions were overly long or overly frustrating. That's not to say they were too easy either. You know, some of them I kind of question whether or not it was possible to fail because it seemed like it would just keep respawning more guys for me, but a number of them were failable, and we failed them at a lot of times, like that one, the recon mission with the helicopter, where we did have to figure out what to do, like where do I stick this helicopter so it doesn't instantly die, stuff like that. So the mission design, I would say overall is good, you know, good variety, which is important. We had some set pieces where it was like, you know, destroy the radio tower to get across when the bridge was destroyed, or like go into the building and blow it up, things like that. Nice and like big maps that were kind of open for you to attack objectives in a few different ways. And really what makes the game is definitely the hot swap mechanic. That's extremely cool. I don't think there are other games that did that. I think that I think one of the later Battlefields did it. Either Bad Company 1 or 2 had a version of this mechanic where you could like swap between squads and they could be on other sides of the map and stuff. But especially the way visually they made it, where the camera goes out of one guy's head and like zips across the map into the other guy, that's like, holy shit, that's awesome. Yeah, like GTA 5, I feel like the way GTA 5 does it is lamer. though, where like my recollection of that is that it just like zooms the camera out to overhead and then goes back into where they are. I really love the way it doesn't do that in this. Then the camera just like zips between people. I don't know. And you have to be in like line of sight. So it's almost like a, I don't know. I just thought it was very cool. I really liked the hot swap mechanic. It does sort of like, there's a trade-off. And yes, Jeppo, it does. It does. There's like a trade-off to it, where it's like on the one hand, these soldiers are completely anonymous and expendable. You know, at the start of a mission, when the commander guy explains like, you know, listen up, soldier, here's what you're gonna do. Like, I do wonder who the hell that guy's talking to, because you do not play as a human in Battlefield 2. You play as like a ghost who possesses the humans. So I'm like, who the hell is the mission briefing guy talking to? Like, am I a person? I don't know. But everyone is completely expendable. There are no characters. You feel no attachment to whoever you're playing as at any given time. You just pick whoever's in a convenient spot and start shooting. But gameplay-wise, it's super satisfying. Yeah. Yeah, maybe you play as the guy from Geist, Stealth Geist sequel. Yeah, the way they were constantly talking like, you know, we got backup ready, where do you want this thing? And it's just like, is that a mechanic? The manual doesn't explain it, and I tried all of the buttons, so I don't know. I think that might have just been like a voice line that's a bit unfortunate, because it sounds like he's talking about a mechanic and there's not one, but I don't know, maybe I played the whole game without the reinforcement mechanic. But this game, as far as rating, this is like... I think I'm gonna give this a 4. It's like a... I don't really think... I think it still needs something that would put it over the edge. I don't know. Maybe... I thought it was cool that you could pick your ending between NATO and China. That was neat. I almost wonder, like, hear me out. Well, there's what I said, where, like, what if we had, like, really grand scale battles? And you were just swapping around, like, this massive battlefield, almost like the first-person shooter equivalent of a Dynasty Warriors game. That would be cool. But, like, hear me out. What if there were, like, branching mission paths where, like, if you fuck up as the Chinese, then the NATO advance, and then that sort of changes the dynamics of the future missions? I feel like that's too much to ask for. That's like a big brain, very long dev time type of concept, because you have to make so much content for that. But something like that might be neat, but I don't know. I feel like this game is missing... I mean, that doesn't feel like it's missing something, but as far as like getting a 5, if I were to give this a 5, I feel like it's one cool thing away from that, where I'm like, not quite. Not quite, but it is a high 4. I had a lot of fun playing that, believe it or not.